Hi guys and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I am starting a new little series for before Christmas pretty much, and I'm making a Christmas market. Today I am making it a carousel. I want to do this in parts because I want to do things quite detailed, so things are going to take me a little bit longer than a regular build. So I was like, it's best for me if I just build it in parts and then I can really go in and decorate as much as I want. I also want to apologise if I don't sound too great. I tested positive for COVID this morning, so I am not very well. I'm actually a lot better than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was just in bed all day. Like, I didn't even want to get up to test if I was positive or not. Don't worry, I didn't leave the house. I was just dying in bed all day. And then I tested this morning and I came up positive, which is just great. So I was like, I might as well just sit and build in The Sims because I'm feeling a lot better than I did yesterday, but I can't go back to work until I'm test negative. So I might get some builds done at least, I suppose that's the only good thing, but I sadly can't go to work at the moment. So yeah, I wanted to build quite a traditional looking carousel that's quite wood-like, quite old, very traditional Christmas decorations with the red and green, lots of lights. I really wanted the good old circus tent style roof where you have the red and white stripes, but I sat and tested it before I made the build to see if it was possible, and I could not find a way out to do it. So I just went for a red roof. It is technically like a metal roof, but it's fine because of it being on a circle. It sort of looks like it's just like creases and it's not sheets of metal. It's fine. Also, Sims cannot get onto this at all. This is just for decorational purpose only, because with circles you can't select areas where you don't want the fence to be. It goes on the full wall of it, so your Sims can't get onto it. Plus your Sim wouldn't have been able to ride it anyway because the horses I use are just toys sized up and the carriages are just, again, toys sized up, so it technically wouldn't be usable anyway. Also, there is one little decorational piece that I saw somebody else do, I forgot the name. I will pop the name on screen when the item comes up, because I was really struggling on how to decorate the roof area. So I had a quick look after I'd already built quite a lot of the carousel, and I was like, because I try not to look, if I know I'm going to build something, I don't want to look up that item because I don't want to copy somebody. So this has been done before, carousels have been done before, because like I said, I ended up looking it up because I was like, I wonder if somebody's done it and how they've done it. So yes, this has been done before. I think they're called Nanolin Sims or something. I will definitely put the name up on screen because full credit to them for the top part. And their carousel is totally different style and it was super cute, so shout out to them. I'm also happy to take on suggestions on what else I can add to this Christmas market. I do have a list of stuff I already want to build. I've got an ice rink wrote down. They are already in the game if you've got seasons anyway. I don't know if they're in base game, but if you've got seasons, there is definitely ice rinks. So I'm just going to use that ice rink, but I'll make it look more Christmassy. Obviously going to add a Christmas tree in the centre. I did add the carousel right as you come in, so it is right in the entrance, and then I'm going to have it splitting off down the sides where there'll be stalls and games. I think I might add a tavern. I don't know if that's a popular thing in other countries, but here in the UK, because we're very big on alcohol, there's usually a tavern where you can actually go inside and sit down. Sometimes has a deck area with some seating after you've bought your alcohol. Always mulled wine and always mulled cider, a lot of it always going around. So I will definitely be adding something like that, but if you have any other ideas on what I can add, please let me know, and I will credit you if you come up with a really cool idea. I will make sure to pop your name somewhere on the screen when I do that build. So yeah, I'll be happy to take on suggestions for this. So also, if you saw a colour change in my game then, it is because I do use a reshader normally and I forgot to turn it on for this section of filming. If you want me to make a video on my reshader and how you use them, let me know, but basically a reshader, it sort of adds a filter to the game. Not gonna lie though, it doesn't always run the best on some computers. My computer handles it pretty well, even with screen recording. Sometimes it can get a little bit pausey, and a bit glitchy, but it's not too bad on my computer. But I've got a decent spec computer. It's not the best, but for those on like maybe older computers and maybe older laptops, I don't know if a reshader would work, so I will just warn you then. But if you do want me to make a video on my reshaders, if you do use reshaders and you know what they are, I use Boho Dreams. You can literally just search Boho Dreams reshader and it does come up. I can't remember the creator's name, but it's on Tumblr. I really love it. It gives this really nice sharpness and a sort of a pink hue as well, so I really like it. So here I'm using this pull, which is actually from the Toddler Stuff pack. I think it's a part of the debug menu though, so do bear that in mind if you want to make something like this and you need like a pull. I use debug menu quite a lot, so it is from the debug menu. And also, a lot of people don't know this, all this Christmas stuff is a free pack that you can download, and it just pops up saying it's free and you can just download it. I don't know if it's called like the holiday pack or something like that. So make sure you've got that because you get loads of extra little things. What I'm placing now is from Seasons, but like I think the little garland on the bottom portion, those ones are from the holiday pack. And you can see anything that has that little present symbol on it in the catalogue at the bottom. That's all from the holiday stuff pack. And there's a few other things in there like Halloween stuff, and a few little extra items. So make sure you get that. Also, I've added a wall backing at the bottom because having the rounded walls in really helps with getting the snap angle correct with any wall items. So you will see me going back and forth with the fence and the wall because it doesn't work when you put something against the fence. You don't get that nice curved snap. So I was doing it on the wall and then just changed it back to the fence to see if everything looked okay. So that's why you might see it switching between a fence and a wall. I also did use tool mods for a couple of things on here just because I wanted the lighting to sit in the correct place, and obviously being on a platform things raise up automatically and I wanted things to be slightly lower down, like these lights to go into the correct part of that centre piece. So that is why I'm using tool mod here. You can do this without tool mod if you want to create something similar, it just wouldn't be exactly the same. There's only a few times that I use tool mod on this, like I said, for this lighting, and then I think there was a couple of times on the roof pieces I used tool mod just to make things place a little bit better. So again, just going in with more Christmas decorations to make it as tacky, again, in the best way possible. When I said tacky, don't always mean that's a bad thing because some people really like this style, but to me it's like tacky but in the most amazing way possible. It's that really traditional reds, greens, absolutely love it. Keep switching between daytime and nighttime. This is just so I can see how the lighting looks because I really wanted the lighting to look really good because obviously Christmas markets usually happen at nighttime. Well, they do in the UK. They're obviously a lot of the times there's places open during the day, but it's not as thriving like it is on the nighttime, and not everywhere is open during the daytime. I don't know what it's like for all Christmas markets, but I've only been to a few. But I know the Newcastle Christmas market that I went to, that one, there was a few stalls open during the day, but on the nighttime everywhere's open. I've just thought of a great idea. One of them helter-skelter slides. Is that what it's called? Is it called a helter-skelter? I could be wrong, but there was one of those at the Newcastle Christmas market. So this is the idea I got from the other simmer. Again, I will pop her name somewhere on the screen. Is she used these. I was thinking about using paintings going around, but then I was like, it's going to be too squared along the top. So I do use a mix of paintings and these little swan signs that are from Get Famous, I believe. I do slightly change it though because I didn't like the fact that the swan was right in the centre. So I decided to go ahead and add something in it that was peeking through. So I used I think it's like a police badge thing, and I had the star sticking through because I was like, stars, Christmas, it sort of works. So I stick some stars through the glass pane where the swan is to hide it a little bit, but then you still get the nice shape of the top of the sign. So I went ahead and added those pictures in around as well. I just did that off camera, and now I'm just figuring out which lights I want to use to cover the pictures because I didn't want the pictures to actually be on show. So I was like, well, the pictures are a good border, so you've got that nice gold border to match the rest of the stuff, but I'm adding these lights in and just sizing them down and placing them all across the front. I did think at first I was going to change colours of them and have like one green, one red and then one white, but I ended up just going for the warm white colour because I just thought that looked a lot nicer. We've got lots of colours with the decorations anyway. Also, this build won't be on the gallery until the full lot is done, so I won't just be uploading single pieces just because it's quite annoying doing that, because I can't upload this as a room because of things being on the outside of the room. It won't upload it. So I'm just going to upload it as a whole lot once it is complete. I'm hoping it is complete within the next few weeks, but once I'm back at work, I know I'm going to be extremely busy working a lot of days because I do work in retail, which means Christmas is an extremely busy time for me. Oh, before I finish the video as well, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed, because I just hit 10,000 subscribers tonight, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you all for subscribing. It does mean a lot to me. Yeah, thank you. But here again, I'm just popping the walls up to add more decorations. Again, I just wanted to add more and more. I think these are from high school years, these banners, and I thought the gold one worked really, really well. There is some nice colours. So I added these on the bottom and the top. So once I've finished adding those, it's just going back in and adding the fence back in and seeing the final product. I will be adding more details around it, but I just wanted to focus on the carousel itself. I did just pop a couple of trees that have lights on at the front and a little pathway as well. But I wanted to keep the focus really on the carousel because I wanted to add as much detail as possible. So a quick little tour of the carousel. Obviously this is the first part of this series. I'm hopefully going to do the rest of the market before Christmas is over. And yeah, so this is the carousel. I really wish you could paint the underneath. It annoys me so bad that that's just bright white, but we'll just ignore that. So obviously as well, this is not accessible. It's just for looks and that is all. But I thought I'll put a little signpost here, like what I'd say the price. I've also got a little snowman, and I was like, just added a little chalkboard here as well. Again, it could have like a price or something on. We've got the horses and the little, whatever this thing is. My brain doesn't want to work. And I raised some of the horses up so it looks like they're going up and down on the poles. And I did this 2 stories. And I sort of made it as tacky but in the best Christmas way possible by adding as many Christmas decorations as possible and overlapping them. But this actually took me a lot longer than I thought it would, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. If you have any suggestions on anything to add to this, please let me know, because I'm building this like all the way up until Christmas. So I can always add stuff and go back to stuff. If you have any suggestions for what to put in the Christmas market, I already have a few things wrote down. We're going to have an ice rink. We're going to have like a little tavern, because that's very popular in the UK, is to have a little tavern that sells alcohol. There's going to be little Christmas market games like Hook a Duck and that basketball throwing game. But if you have any other ideas on what you'd like to see in this Christmas market, please let me know, and I will see if I can do them in this little Christmas market build. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!